Um, so, we were, traveling on the road. There was a bit of, tension that, happened. Everyone got a bit upset. Jubei wasn't happy with her, playing with this ribbon. Um, uh, Twin got momentarily a little upset as well. I tried to offer some words of encouragement there in the hopes that might, help cheer up a bit. Um, but we all had a bit of a talk with Everin. T- uh, Talking with her about how perhaps it's not very good to be attacking your compatriots. Um, we then arrived in town. Um, some separation was done. I did a bit of shopping, got a bit of a change. This will take a bit of getting used to, but that's fine. Um, Everyone went to take care of some of their own business as well. Apparently some trouble was come across where a wanted poster was found, uh, with Helani on it. So we all gathered up together again, to talk with her about it, and she told us a bit about her father and her teacher and whatnot. It was very sad all to hear. She was very upset. Um, but so we decided it would be best to travel out of town. Since there are those wanted posters there. Hopefully we don't come across any more. But I kind of doubt it, probably, knowing everyone's luck with this sort of thing. So we continued on the road, and found ourselves getting stopped by these two individuals on the road, and that's where we left off.
All right.
See, you remembered more than you thought.
I actually remembered stuff I forgot, but I was kind of half out of it yesterday or last week.
So, unless I completely brain deaded during you speaking, did you also mention the crown?
Oh, I forgot about the crown.
That's the crown, yeah.
Oh, and we found the results of my crown. Not the greatest to look at. I guess there's some thick, inky muck dripping off of it, and I guess there's some sort of light peeking through that keeps getting washed over. I don't really know what that means, but the others have hope. It's a good thing, I suppose, even if it's not the best thing to look at.
All right.
Yes. The cart comes to a stop as this man in dark armor approaches. He speaks plainly to Ragnar. The mask of the helmet kind of subdues his face, but I guess Ragnar would be the only one able to see. Alt. I merely need to check the contents of your wagon. Should you not have what we're looking for, you may be on your way. He looks over to the other man. Both these individuals are mounted on horses. And Ragnar just kind of... And the other man on the horse pulls out this item from his bag. I would say anybody who wishes to try to take a peek may make a perception check.
Sure. Juby will take it.
I will take a peek as well.
Oops.
Oh, wrong roll.
So wrong.
You
Not
privately rolled
bad.
some dice, Alani, so I have no idea what you did.
I know.
Okay. Alright. Esteban and Jubei, neither of you are really able to tell what's happening. Ayla and Halani. And Ragnar can see this because he's kind of out in the open. The individual pulls out what seems to be a necklace, and at the end of the necklace is this little vial of blood. And he kind of holds his hand over the vial of blood, chanting some kind of arcane spell, and then begins to hold his hand out towards the cart. Does anybody wish to do anything?
Yes.
Does Etafon see it?
He wouldn't.
I don't see it.
No, not
However,
with the 9.
can I cast hold invisibility upon I assume this is something to do with Halani. That's my best guess. However, he's going to look. We've rested for the day, right? I should have. Why am I missing spells?
I don't think we've rested since we left that town, so if you cast anything in there...
Oh fuck! I casted 2 sendings.
Yep. We haven't rested
Oh
since then.
yeah.
And Jubei has no spells right now either.
Yep, I'm out of spells.
Fuck.
I have spells.
Wait. He's just gonna quietly ask, whoever can see. Does anybody know what is going on out there?
Did they have some sort of vial of blood? And they cast some sort of spell over it.
What sort of armor do they have? Do you know?
Can that be that Esteban could probably clearly see their armor, right?
Yeah, you guys can see them. They're wearing very dark. Hold on, let me.
Do I know like where they're from? Do I know where they hail from?
No, you wouldn't.
No?
No, you don't.
Fuck.
Is there any way to get any idea of what it is they're holding?
You can make a Arcana roll, and I will pull up the.
I will guidance myself, and then D4. 18.
Well, it's certainly a vial of blood. What you think your assumption is this blood obviously belongs to someone or something. Therefore, they have a connection to that someone or something.
Which means I can track it even if they're invisible.
She will relay this information to the group.
They're probably looking for someone in particular, and it can detect them.
That is the reason. The thing is that we, many of us, and I don't have enough to. Fuck. Is it a spell that they cast?
From what you can tell, yes.
Could I counterspell it? Or is it already?
You could, but then they would know that it got counterspelled, which
True.
may or may not be a good idea. That's their full armor right there in the in-session channel.
Oh, in such a channel, okay.
Excuse me. Might I ask what exactly you're looking for?
The one who is not casting the spell looks over as you kind of like poke your head out. We're simply looking for a person.
Can you describe that person to us?
Does it matter to you?
We might be able to help.
I doubt it.
Is it just the one person that's holding this thing?
Yeah, it's the one directly in front. They seem to be positioned in a way to kind of block off any sort of escape forward. I mean,
How-
there's a way to do it, but
How tall are these guys?
I mean, they're on horseback.
How fragile does the body look? Thing look?
The horse?
No, the magic thing.
Oh, the magic thing?
Yeah.
Let's see. You got a pretty good perception. It seems
Alright.
fairly sturdy, but it's so small that it would be difficult to hit.
Someone's gonna try something.
Oh, I
okay.
have. Okay, what is it?
He's gonna dimension door someone. His guess is Halani.
You can just dimension to her.
Yeah. So the music died. Cries.
Yeah, it was a very short song.
How dare you? Can you loop it? Are you able to loop tracks?
I should be able to. It's the same
Um,
bot you use.
It's the same bot you use. You're the one who used it first.
Here, let me try play.
But yeah, he's going to grab, I guess, Halani and look towards the others. I hope I made the right decision. And as he casts Dimension Door, and you would see the cards just kind of flick, and just flip before in front of him. Is it an open? No, it's a closed wagon, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just kind of flips, creating just like this small kind of doorway as it the cards kind of holds basically make up the border, as you can kind of see the opening of like some sort of forest at the other side, and he just grabs Halani. We need to go. And he pulls her through.
Okay. Which
We are
direction do you go?
traveling. We are traveling 300 feet that way.
Which is great, because we absolutely have no idea where you guys are now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ugh.
Okay.
He's just gonna say it quietly, 300 feet east.
Okay.
Alright, give me just a minute to look something up.
Dun dun dun.
I just...
Probably Hawaii's first time ever going through a dimension door.
Yeah. I wonder if 300 feet east is a fucking mountain where I just.
No, it's not a mountain. You don't have to worry about that.
Ends up in the middle of a tree.
Could do.
That's
Yeah, boy.
actually a fair point. You could literally just end up in a tree because you can't
Probably
see
if
where
I
you're
angle
going.
it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what. Yeah.
I'll roll a d20 on a 20
I'll
you
prob-
land in a tree.
I'd say. I'd say.
You do not land in a tree. You're lucky.
Okay.
How unfortunate.
Lands in camp.
How very unfortunate. So the guy stops casting the spell, and he just kind of drops his arms, looks over to the other guy, looks back at the cart, back over to the other guy, and like tilts his head over for him to come by as the guy on the horse back walks or trots over to the other individual. They seem to be discussing something.
Is anyone able to
Would I be able
Can
to
I
make a
make-
perception to see if I can hear it?
Can I make a 300 feet
you
away
can try.
perception check?
Sorry, I just fucked up the map. Okay. So they're discussing very quietly. You're only able to hear like a few words. Detected further away.
Chupei's gonna roll his eyes, because literally, as me as a player knew that was gonna happen.
They look back at the cart, and they both look towards the open road. One of them pulls out this signal whistle, blows it, and they both hit the side of their horses, and they just begin to gallop off towards the north, heading towards the direction that kind of northeast-ish.
Can Ayla cast? I don't know if this will work or not. Yeah, to creature within range. So, can she use it second level on the horses command?
I think they have to understand your language, Nikki.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, because you have to know
drat.
what word, like, so you can't talk to a beast because they don't know the words.
Drat. Okay, then to the people. Do they have to, wait, do they have to hear me?
Yes.
Not
Not to mention, command isn't that powerful of a spell, because as soon as they do the one thing, it's good for 6 seconds, and then it's done. It's not like mind control.
So after it's been cast on a creature, are they aware that it's been casted on them?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so they're going off in the direction of where Esteban and Halani are?
They went down the road northeast. And they're going quite fast.
Well, we'd go up to Ragnar and goes, we better hurry. I have a feeling that after Helani, and this is a poor situation. They are separated from us.
Okay. Ragnar looks over towards Jube. Yeah, I gathered that. Hopefully I can do this well enough. Everybody hang on. And he's going to just whip the horses, and we're going to attempt a something interesting. By the way, the loop command did not work. So let me...
So with us chasing after them, they're probably going to see that happening, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I suppose could I go ahead and then just cast it?
What, command?
Yeah.
You can try.
What's the range on command?
You are kind of 60 feet. It's 60 feet.
Are they still within 60 feet of us? Because...
So here's the thing. Probably not, because they are not on normal animals.
Cool. Wait, so they're not on horses?
They're on spiritual horses. They have fine steed, is what they used.
In other words, the same kind of horse Victor is capable of summoning.
Can I? If I cast fly, am I able to...
Well, technically, you have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, I know. I know he knows he has no idea that things are happening, but he's going to assume that they're still going to be detected, and he's still going to try and think of something. That's Esteban. He's always coming up with contingencies. I was just going through my spell list and thinking there was the option of disguising, there was the option of cutting her blood and going invisible, there was the option of flying, so I'm asking DM if I can cast fly and be able to pick up Halani.
What does the fly spell say?
You touch a willing creature, the target gains a flying speed of... You know what, I'll just put it on Halani. Halani. What was that, Crystal?
Why put it on Halani?
Because you're the one being detected. At least...
Am I supposed to just fly high into the sky?
That's the assumption.
Yeah, the assumption, yep.
That's the assumption. If it's after me, I don't care. Sure. At that point, it's like, well, okay. But, yeah, if it's Halani, which I assume it is, because why the fuck we're heading... that's his assumption. out of just given what's happened, the wanted poster and everything. Have you ever flown before?
No.
Do you want to try?
This doesn't feel like the time.
I feel like it is the perfect time. All you need to do is just fly straight up into the sky.
Oof.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. Or perhaps south. Or north. East. Wherever. You're faster than them. Here you go. Cast fly.
And that is an assumption you are probably wrong with. They're mounted.
Well, I mean, that's why he said directly up.
Yeah.
My suggestion is vertically at an angle in any direction that is away from the road that is currently surrounding this area.
So, so I can move my normal 60 feet, then dash, and then bonus action dash, right?
Yeah, that is true.
Because you are a rogue.
That is true, so you can move at 180 feet flying speed per round. Just be aware that this only lasts for 10 minutes. Keep that in mind. Otherwise you will plummet to the earth. And I cannot.
See, now that she has 180 movement speed with this, I just imagine, like, if she goes straight up, she just does, like, a whole, like, superhero, like, jump up, fly up, like, zoom, like, ground cracks.
Is that what she does?
I don't know, this is what I imagined off of the bat. I'm like, that's too cool for Halani, but that's what I imagined.
Too cool for school. All right,
Oof.
I'm gonna have.
Oh, this is pretty. Oh, space happening.
Do what?
The new map. I was like, that's pretty.
Oh,
Yes.
If we like teleport into the lake.
well, you teleported near a lake, but not in it.
That would have been funny.
That would've
Splash.
been
Covered in water.
Yeah, so I guess Alani would go straight up for a while.
Oof. Well, that went badly.
S1 is going to try and hide somewhere.
Make a stealth check. Meanwhile, Ragnar gets to make.
Oh,
Boom!
damn,
Disappeared.
You hide in the water. I don't know. You hide
I don't-
very.
he's not hiding in the water. He definitely is not hiding.
Ruin his fabulous clothes, please.
But yeah,
This is
exactly.
self-
He will try and hide somewhere with a vantage point.
We're in a dire situation. Not that dire, though.
Not that die, guys. Come on.
It's only two people.
God, if they're after you though, with that detection spell, you're pretty much. Oh, stealth is like he's right here. What the blood's
Yeah.
telling me he's right here. It's like, oh god damn it.
Well, in that case, then, well, I'm fucked. But
Okay, Ragnar rolled an 18. Nice.
Alani is also gonna pull her bow out.
Okay. Well, Halani, you, I would say you get about 5-ish minutes to go up. It doesn't take them very long to get.
Technically, it should
location.
only take them
probably
30
wouldn't go up
seconds
for
at the
5
speed they're
minutes.
traveling up Nano. It'd be 30 seconds and they'd be there.
Yeah, but there's cliffs and shit to deal with.
Oh, fair enough.
It's not a direct 300-foot line, unfortunately.
Hmm.
They have
wouldn't
to
go straight
go
up.
around a few things, and they're very aware of the giant wagon following behind them. I'm gonna make one more for Ragnar. I think it's
Now,
almost
honestly, we're going to see Halani fly up because 300 feet away isn't far enough that we wouldn't see a humanoid figure dash up into the sky.
yeah,
it. This is true.
So we'll see Halani.
Little.
And I think if we see
Maybe it's
Halani go
cloudy.
whoop, I think Jubei would go, maybe we shouldn't hurry and draw attention to ourselves. 'Cause-
Well, the thing is, they might be able to see her too.
no, they definitely will. But the hope is that they won't be, by the time they get to her, she'll be out of reach.
I need to change for Nikki's eyeballs. Oh, it won't change it.
Free.
Oh, because that's the grid color. Duh.
Just imagine when Esteban gets shot, drops his concentration, and then she just plummets the fucking ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is like there is death coming as you fall 120 feet to your 200 feet to your death. Yeah!
It is not a good situation. Okay,
Honestly, guys,
so
we would have been better off just taking the fight.
move your token where you hide, Esteban.
This is more fun though.
Yeah, this is more fun. But
Yeah.
this is what I would be doing. I guess up in the tree.
Okay. Halani, I would say you could try to roll a stealth, but
You have to
Okay,
be able to stealth
so-
behind something to stealth.
Oh my
that's
God,
why I
the
said
cloud!
I would allow you to try to roll a stealth, but there's no cloud low enough, and if you go that high, then there's the whole oxygen thing.
Yeah. Not that I was planning on going that high anyway.
I will say you could maybe like move yourself somewhere else on this map in case the spell ends.
Like here.
Over the
Yeah,
water.
my brain was thinking water or higher elevation, so I fall less.
Higher elevation's not gonna matter. It's like 20 feet up, 30 feet up.
The tree.
No, I guess a tree as well. You hit the tree. I don't know if evasion. No, wait, we don't have. Do you have evasion?
Yeah.
I don't know if evasion.
Evasion doesn't work
Fine.
for things like fall damage. It's got to be
Uncanny
attacks.
dodge? No, I don't think it can.
I can see the fall coming!
It's got to be an attack.
Yeah, I
The
know.
ground's attacking me.
Don't worry, if she dies, they will call this area Halani's fall.
I guess I will-
Ba-da-da-da-da.
But
So the two mounted horsemen come to a trot right about to the center here, and they seem to be looking up to the sky and just kind of around. They notice the rest of you follow, and one turns, so you were hiding something. Why else would you follow so intently? Where's the loudmouth?
you know, it's terrible that the high charisma characters are gone because I have a lie, but it's up to Jubei. So Jubei, being Jubei, will do what he does. Lie terribly. Goes.
Actually, they aren't gone. They aren't gone. There is one individual among the party who could maybe pull a lie.
Everin?
Ragnar!
Well, Everin is, yeah. Ragnar and Everin both have high charisma. But for the sake of you not lying for yourself, Jubei's lie was going to be, well, who said we were following you? I mean, you did slow us down. We're in rather a hurry.
Ragnar will just kind of look. Yeah, we're in a hurry, but we're also quite interested. Just shifty eyes around. Do you want him to roll, or do you want to roll, Jubei?
Oh, you can roll. I mean, my charisma modifier is -1.
Okay. I will say the second part of the trail that went up here was very, very, very bumpy. So people might have a couple of bruises and bangs. It didn't like hurt anybody, but one of the wheels snapped too. Makes
Oh,
you-
of course it did. Of course it did.
As part of the wagon just kind of tilts over as you guys finally realize one of the wheels broke. Ragnar's like, oh, should have bought some wheels, maybe 10.
Oh my god. God damn it.
You knew that was coming.
The individual on the horse just kind of leans forward. If you're so interested, well, I won't stop you from falling, but where's the loud one? You didn't answer that question.
God, that's right. Esteban talked to them, didn't he?
You did.
Well, the loud one, you see, we were in such a hurry, he fell out of the wagon. We never really liked him anyway, so we just left him behind.
I love.
Oh my god! I will let you roll that one.
Can I guidance myself?
Sure. I'll allow it.
Okay.
Ayla momentarily looks super offended.
Make
but
it
she
a
doesn't
blind
control
roll.
her
Make-
expression.
oh,
Oh,
never
shit.
mind.
Oh, sorry. I should have done the
You're
D
fine.
before.
You're fine. No worries.
Oh, shit. Fuck. What's the command for rolling?
Wait, can I guidance
Slash
you?
R.
He already got-
I'm already
Oh, okay.
guided.
Slash R space 1d4. I could roll it for you.
I got it.
good.
Okay.
12.
12.
I mean,
Okay.
for Jube, that's not terrible, but...
The black armored individual looks you over. I don't believe you.
You wouldn't be the
It's
first.
not in the blood of an adventurer to leave a companion behind. He
Ooh.
dismounts from the horse, and the horse just, in kind of a purplish flame as he walks forward with his glaive, just dissipates behind him. Now, I ask again, where's the loud one?
Junpei looks around at the rest of the party and sighs and well, your guess is as good as mine at this point.
And right about now is when Esteban realizes the spell is going to be ending pretty soon.
I'm sure Halani would know as well.
To tell her, and she would be paying attention.
She would be?
Yeah.
How high
I
up did
feel-
Milani go?
She wouldn't have gone straight up. She would have stopped at a certain point. She probably would have she would have stayed within her bow range.
She's got a longbow?
I
bow.
think she has a short bow. So that's like
Ah.
300 feet or something. For disadvantage.
Okay. The one that's still on his horse, you guys notice he puts a hand up to where his ear is and he starts to nod. And he begins to look up. Ragnar at this point just kind of looks behind him. Want me to run them over?
I'll kind of look amongst the group, just like,
Are we thinking of engaging?
Let's hold off, I think, for a moment. He looks about a little nervously with absolutely no idea where to go next, since he has no idea where anybody is. He has no idea where Halani is. He has no idea where Esteban is.
Also, with them talk, because I imagine Holland can see them and stuff, even if they just are small little peoples to her. She would probably start kind of.
Wait a minute. We said that we saw them, correct? We saw Halani fly up, assumably, right?
If you were keeping an eye out for the sky, yes. Though I don't know if you would realistically know to do that, because nobody really knows the extent of Estevan's spell list.
That's true. I'm just wondering
Nobody
at
expects
300.
Lonnie stuff.
Yeah, I'm just saying at 300 paces or whatever. I suppose it depends if there was cover when they flew up. 'Cause-
Well, I mean, the problem is once she is above the tree line, there's no cover at that point.
Yeah, exactly. So fair enough.
So
But
are
yeah, she
we-
could also just look like a little bird.
Would my passive
And it-
perception of 15 allow me to possibly have noticed that, though?
I suppose.
Because if
I
he
mean,
had, he
does
would
it
have sent
depend on my
Shitori.
stealth?
He would have sent Shitori Toga up with her.
What was that about stealth, Alani?
I was just saying, would it depend on Halani's stealth? Like, if he would notice?
If she tried to stealth, but again, once she's above the tree line, there's not.
Yeah,
really
no, I
anything
was just
to
saying,
hide.
like, as like a if, like, yeah, no, just don't worry. It's okay, don't worry. Ignore.
So do we know that they're like, yes, they're looking for Halani. They're also like looking for the both of them. So Halani and Esteban, they're looking for.
You don't know who they're looking for. They're asking for the loudmouth one, though.
Ayla will kind of hype up a bit and just be like,
I'm sorry. If we're disturbing you when you're busy. You mentioned a loudmouth one. Who exactly are you looking for?
You know the one that spoke up earlier.
spoke up earlier.
Estevan was talking.
Oh,
at the beginning.
got it. Okay. Kind of gives a nod of her head and says,
I'm sorry. I don't mean to pry. We recently came across these two travelers, on our journey, and if they're mixed up in something bad, we would like to know. In that case, we would love to assist you. We honestly don't know much about them. We wanted to offer them safe travels with our group.
Roll me a deception.
guidance myself.
Make it a blind roll.
What?
Blind roll, Nikki.
Yeah, so you don't see what you got, but I do.
How do I do that?
Where
There's
you see
a
the
little
public
drop
roll,
down.
you drop down to blind roll.
Hate
Make it a little interesting on you all.
Wait, so
It's
where?
spooky.
Where?
Above
See
the
where-
chat box.
It's above the, yeah,
Oh.
above your languages. Yeah.
It says
Oh.
public roll. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's not it. Okay.
There's
Blind.
two drop downs.
Okay. Do you also want me to do that with the D4 roll?
No, I
Yeah,
think the
go
D4
ahead.
point.
It doesn't matter for the D4, but
Okay, so there's that, and then roll D4.
alright.
Noises, dude.
What?
Your fucking noises.
At least that one didn't indicate if it was good or bad.
They never do.
I
They're
was
just
sure
one
about
extreme or
that
the other. It's just a laugh, and we're just like, is it good or is it bad? Which one is it?
The man looks at Ayla a moment and kind of leans on his glaive. So you pick up hitchhikers often, then?
No, not often. But it seemed like perhaps one of them was in a bit of trouble, and, well, we like to try to do kind deeds when we can, so, we figured we'd offer a bit of a ride, but, I mean, based off the fact that you both are looking for them, apparently, I'm guessing they've been up to no good?
And where were you heading?
Is this a...
Me not.
Sorry, go on.
What's wait, what's the name of the place you're going again?
5-4?
And what's further north of that?
The ocean?
I'm gonna-
So it's place like right by the ocean?
Bifur is a whole country.
Oh, okay.
Northeast of Bifur is Erosia.
Erosia. Is that a what's with that place?
It's another island. Another island nation.
Anything bad about it, or?
Make me a history check.
Okay, guidance.
Only cast minor illusion and speak in their ear.
Oof. I don't think a
Guidance
D4
ain't
will
gonna
help.
with a nope.
You don't know too much about Erosia. It's you know that it's everybody knows that it's currently the most powerful military nation at the moment.
Mhm.
And if I had to equivalent it to any kind of real life country, I would say England back in the
Heyday.
Middle Ages. Yeah, back in the heyday.
All right.
Life is from.
She'll say,
Oh, we're headed towards Arosia, and well, the two people we picked up asked, well, when we said where we're headed, they asked if they could join on board for a bit of the journey. Apparently, that's not their destination, but we figured if it's the same direction, then we could offer help.
What's your minor illusion, Esteban?
Excuse me, friends. I am still within the area, but apologize if I do not wish to reveal myself. But who exactly are you looking for?
Okay. They think for a minute. Curious why you won't show yourself. So you're headed to Erosia by cart. Interesting choice. And why, pray tell, do you worry so much about who we're looking for? It's none of your business.
Well, as I mentioned before, if it has to do with someone we picked up, then and they're up to something no good, then we don't want to get involved in any of that.
Rest assured, the individual in question is not in any legal trouble.
Oh.
Insight.
well, yeah, insight. I'm gonna guidance myself.
Gosh.
Damn it!
Fuck.
Okay. Well, Ayla, you have no idea if this is the truth or not. Esteban, you kind of pick up that there's some rings of truth. Legal trouble? Sure. Probably not in that. Other trouble? Possibly. Well, if you're all so keen on assisting in the search for this individual, describe the two people or bring them out of your cart that you picked up.
Well, that's the thing. The reason I was asking so many questions is because, as soon as you two appeared, they disappeared off, we don't know where, but...
Alright. I'll drop another tree.
The one, the one on the horse still just kind of leans forward on the horse, just staring at you. The guy on foot turns around. Ah. Hiding amongst the trees, are you? Tell me,
Indeed.
loudmouth, why did you run?
Well, because there is certain people chasing me from my past, and well, I got rather spooked. So of course I ran with my companion.
You have people looking for you, I see.
Indeed, are you those people?
No.
Very well. I suppose that if you wish, if it aids you and aids us, you will perhaps show an image of what my companion looks like. He's gonna mirror image someone else. He's gonna mirror image Cass. Just like the upper half of her body. Yeah. This is my companion.
And why doesn't she show herself?
Well, she is also running from things, and, well... She made something that allowed her to perhaps run further away. So I do not know where she is myself. We just kind of split up.
I'm gonna ask at this point. I'm imagining flight is over.
Not quite yet.
Okay.
The individual in dark armor ponders for a moment. He looks back to those in the cart. You should really be more wary of who you pick up on the side of the road. It can cause you much trouble. He
Yes.
walks over to the cart. Perhaps a mistake was made here then. A fluke in the system. If you are intent in helping of this search, let it be known that the individual organizing it will be very grateful should you bring this person back. He'll look at Ragnar and pull out a sheet of paper and hand it over to him.
Solani.
Ragnar looks at the paper and just arches a brow at it and sticks it in his pocket for now. The individual in the armor pulls out his signal whistle once more, blows it, and then looks at the other man as he summons a spectral steed. We will be going back to our post now. And they ride off.
Diplomacy! Fuck my life.
Ayla like rests a hand over her chest and just releases this long, relieved exhale.
And as they ride off, the flight spell ends.
Would Halani...
Halani, do you have anything heavy in your inventory?
Her weapons?
Yeah, I would assume we keep our packs not on us. Like, just kind of like sitting in the corner of the wagon.
Yeah. Not that she really has much else that's heavy in her pack anyway, I don't think.
Just hear What?
I feel like the
How
heaviest
high
thing...
did you go?
Oh, wait, I forgot that I started saying things and then other things were said and then I never finished what I was saying. Huh, I'm silly. When, like... So yeah, like I said, like, bow range. Like, she... Yeah, so like, at most 300 feet. But she probably would have started edging in closer when, like, they were talking and not, like, looking her direction. Like, talking to, like, Jubei and that.
So, like, 200 feet?
I don't know. Like, I don't know how often they were looking around because, like, if possible, she would have, like, probably tried to, like, if she knew, like, her time was running out, which I could just do, like, an intelligence save or something.
Is roll me an intelligence check.
I mean, within 6 seconds, she can reach from 200 feet to, like, ground level, so... Oh, no!
Oh, he has no idea.
I'll say you fall from 100 feet. I think that's fair enough.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because she would have, like, if she was paying attention to the time, she would have, like, wanted to, like, hide behind one of, like, the rocks. Like, kind of
So-
staying close to the party.
Anybody else
But-
got the goofy scream
yeah.
in their head?
So is that like a... How much is that? Is that a 9d6?
10d6.
100 feet is 10d6.
Oof.
Depends if water breaks surface tension or water breaks fall.
Nope, that's why I asked if she had something heavy,
Okay.
like a rock. She doesn't. So
How high can
Kalani-
we? How high can we fall into water before we take full damage?
I don't think there's a difference.
I mean, divers can dive from tremendous heights.
I think the average height from a person before the acceleration gets to be extreme in real life, you're looking at like 40 to 50 feet. Past that, you're just hitting ground.
Ah.
Unless you're like doing a perfect dive where you split the water. Like, this isn't Alani doing a dive, this is Alani falling.
True.
Yeah, like if she had something heavy enough and threw it down a moment before she hit the water, it would break the water and the surface tension. But she
However.
is, it's not good enough.
So,
It needs to be something of a decent weight and a decent size, like a head-sized rock. So yeah, Halani,
Yeah,
you,
I feel like her heaviest thing is her, like, long sword, or, like, the armor she is wearing.
stuff that's actually equipped
Yeah.
and won't help in this instance, unless she somehow manages to remove all of her armor while falling, which kind of an impressive
Yeah.
feat, but would definitely raise questions. You guys just hear a distant scream, and then a loud splash as Alani takes 34 fall damage, which, doesn't kill her. Halani, you splash down into the water, you sink into its depths, and you sit there a moment and wonder how you got here in life.
Ayla will immediately hop off and run over to the water.
everyone immediately just like he's like everything is. Oh, and just hears the splash as he like winces. Mostly fine. Mostly fine.
Can Ayla quickly jump into the water?
There's nothing stopping her. There's not like a barrier on the water.
Yeah, just gonna hop. Because she doesn't know if Halani was knocked out cold or not, so she's diving in to get her.
Okay, well, by the time you run up there, Halani's probably popping up for air.
Yeah.
Alani,
Realistically.
are you alright?
Lonnie does, like, the shame swim to the edge.
How bad is she looking?
Ragnar offers his hand to Halani.
She has 11 hit points.
Oh dear. Oh gosh.
Helani, you doing okay over there? You look a little rough for wear.
Well, what's the time?
6:36 p.m.
Oh, well, this isn't quite how I thought my day was going to go.
Helani, did you have any idea who those men searching for you may be?
I don't know. Do I have any idea who these men are in particular?
You can't tell based off the armor, but you have a pretty good idea who wants to find you.
I've already stated that it was.
Yeah. I was
my
wondering if
father.
they knew specifically who these people might be. That's all I
They
was-
were in full armor with masks. You don't know who they are. You couldn't see their face.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the armor would be, like, familiar or anything.
No, unfortunately not.
Well, it looks like that could have gone better, but I suppose it could have gone worse as well.
Good. I think that went okay. All things considered.
Helani, I really think you should maybe find some rest back up on the cart.
Well, you okay, Halani?
Also, I imagine everyone would just like run up to Halani and like, what can you like press D to like dry things?
Prestidigitation, probably.
Yeah, I imagine.
I imagine she would do that because that's
I don't know. She's also as liable to make a little
What?
wave to splash on you.
Yeah,
It's
or
really-
set me on fire to try and dry me. Who knows?
She is the epitome of chaos.
Ragnar.
Hmm.
That parchment they gave you, I assume it was a wanted poster. Is it Halani?
It's nothing good.
Well, that is a good guess.
I don't think that answers my question, but
He's gonna drag it out. Relax.
that's what Esteban says.
He really is the loudmouth one.
He is.
So Ragnar pulls out a parchment. I assume everybody gathers around for this.
Yeah.
Hmm.
On the front is a picture of Halani. Should open with the image.
I don't see an image, but I do see the description.
Yeah.
Click the image at the top, and then you'll see the image.
What?
Top bar, dude.
I don't see it.
There's no
I just
top
see
bar,
the.
man.
Yeah,
I
there's
see
no
notes, diary, letters, and journals, and then description.
Yeah.
I
And
can
wanted
read it.
Halani. I can. No, we can read it. We just don't see an image.
Yeah.
There, you have to click the image button at the top. There should be an image button on the top bar.
No, there's
No, there's not, man. We got a close and a pop out on the top bar.
Yeah.
I accidentally closed. I can't find it again.
Oh shit. Let me just configure the permission. All players are observer. Now you should be able to.
Now
do
we can see an image, but not the text.
it. No,
That's
there
amazing.
should be a
Oh,
text
no.
button
No.
on top.
Oh.
Swap between the two.
No, I just
So-
see wanted Halani pop out
No,
and close.
I
No
can.
text button.
I don't see
I
anything.
have it.
Oh, there it is. I
Mine's
see it.
I don't know what to tell you, Heath.
I
You
don't
just-
have it either.
No, you just have to click the image button at the top bar, and then you can click text and it swap.
What? The image? What?
Here, let me. I'll stream. Share screen. Foundry.
What stream?
So
You got
watch
it?
this-
I don't have that.
One sec, I gotta.
I don't have that.
I don't have
You
that
should.
either.
There's
We
the
don't
image
have-
of Halani though.
All
Me and Nikki
players
don't
are
have
observer.
that.
Oh well, I guess you're screwed.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just Halani. Who cares?
Wow.
That's enough about seeing it. We know what Halani looks like.
So on the back, it describes red of hair, crystal blue eyes, thin figure, and average height. She is in her 20s. Her name is Halani. Find her and bring her back alive, preferably. However, if needed, dead is fine as well, so long as the corpse is fresh. She's the only one in the right with the right blood in her veins to finish my final project. Capture her, and you will guarantee your place in the Lord's new society.
Okay, with that comment, Jubei will turn to Halani and go, Halani, is there more to this that you are not telling us?
Me thinking Halani almost having kind of died, being asked serious questions. How would she react to that?
Ragnar's just going to give her a potion.
We don't really need to use.
Oh, roll me a potion if that's what you really wanted to do.
What? Nobody else is healing her, so he's going to give her a potion.
Well, nobody else can.
I could heal her. That's what I was saying. Like, get back on the cart.
I got a healing word.
I will. Well, I mean, did she already drink it?
No.
Alright, Ayla will cast. Yeah, she'll do second level Cure Wounds. How do I adjust the level for this? Do I just press
Should
it?
ask you on prompt. I put the
Click.
potion in your inventory.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Another potion.
Ooh! Full!
It's 20.
Full healing.
Well, you don't need the potion anymore.
Well, 8 and 2.
Sorry, greater potion. Blah, 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 blah.
Gotta save those.
Yes, you will.
Oh, wait, not full healing. Almost full healing.
Yeah.
Derp, derp.
Derpity derp.
Dude, so much healing.
How are you feeling?
It's like the party cares.
Emotional party cats. I'm feeling better.
Okay, good. I suppose we should all hop back on the cart and get moving again, but before they come back.
The wheel broke.
Of course it did.
I pushed the cart a little hard. I'm sorry, I'm not used to driving those.
Ragnar, why did you not foresee this? Perhaps you could have thought of buying 10 wagon wheels.
I hate everyone.
I hate it here.
Jubei will look over at. So is the wheel like broken? Did it fall off? What are we looking at?
It broke. It's cracked
mending.
in 2 different spots.
Does
What
anyone
do we have mending?
I think Everin or Twin does, right?
or Twin might do.
I think Everin has it.
Let me check.
No, mending seems too practical for.
Everyone
mean,
does
if
not
it's
have mending.
If it's only
Nice.
cracked in
Twin?
2 different places, yeah, Twin
This-
might have it.
Yeah.
It's
Twin
repairs.
does not have it.
We don't have it, guys.
Oh. Well,
Maybe I suggest the wagon wheel to put itself back together.
Though what Jubei will do is look over at the wagon wheel that's been cracked. We're still like a couple hours out from the town we just got back, didn't we? If even.
Mm-hmm.
We could always
Yeah.
turn around and go back to town and get the wagon wheel replaced. It should only take an hour off of our day or so.
What if we pass by those two again?
They headed towards east direction.
Well, I went back to their post.
Which was
back the way
Where
we
they were
came.
before.
At the way they came. Jubei would go. Well,
That's very simple.
Jubei will untether.
I could ride back and get a wheel. They'll see that I will just explain that the wagon wheel broke. And they will see me come back with another wagon wheel, so it's not like it's much of a lie.
well, it does mean that we're stuck here, and if they wanted to come investigate, then they would.
I mean, we are going to be investigated regardless. I mean, it's that or we start walking.
Well, wagon it is.
Perhaps we should ask Kalani what she wishes to do. After all, they are after her.
Me as a person screaming? Because I'm like, decisions? Why I can make them?
Welcome to being the main character for an arc.
Ah!
In the words of Judah, pain.
Yeah, so much pain. What were the options? Getting a wheel or
Walking
walking where?
the rest of the
to
journey.
the next town, the entire journey, because we don't have unless we're planning to pull the wagon.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, I suppose Jubei could depending what we do, we empty the wagon. That means we have to empty the wagon out and carry it all by hand. So
That's a tall order.
So, like, Jubei's suggestion is easily one of us rides back to town quickly, grabs a wheel, and rides back.
Then
I
the
can
other
do it.
option is we just walk.
We just start walking. I mean, the third option, Jubei actually will bring this up. The third option, I suppose, is Halani and whoever wishes to accompany her can continue moving away from this situation. So if they come investigate, then Halani is not here.
Yeah, that is probably a good idea.
And then we will catch up with them on the wagon.
I know
Well-
the path to buy 4. I can head up with her.
That's probably a good idea.
Actually, Esteban, do you have any more of that scenting spell left?
Yes, I do. One left.
Yes, very good. You should stay then, so you can use scenting to, when we get the wagon back, to find out where Halani is at the moment.
Should I go get the wheel? I'm perhaps the best in.
Negotiations? Yes. That could work.
Although we did put the idea that you guys aren't trustworthy of me, or you guys picked me up. But
that-
I guess I could say that I could prove my worth by doing this exact deed. No, it's alright. I have ideas in mind. Don't worry about it.
Actually, he stops and goes, the other question is they may ask where your companion is again, if that is the case.
Why would I bring my companion to get one wheel? Or
True.
10.
Get a couple spare, yes, probably the best.
Do we perhaps want to send those they're not super suspicious of? I could go fetch it on my own.
If you wish, Ayla.
Whoever wishes to go can go fetch the wheel. It's really a matter of not really mattering. As long as it's not Halani.
Well, all right. I can go grab one.
If you're not back by.
It's going to take a while. You guys travel 2 hours on cart outside of the town.
Yeah, but horse dashing, or at least riding faster than.
It would take at least 2 hours there and back, even if we assumed half.
Well, yeah, at least 2 hours there and back, yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, I'd say, like, maybe 3 hours? 2-3 hours? It's not pulling a wagon.
It would probably be about 3 or 4 hours. Plus the extra time to fix the wagon. It's going to be a while. How about Helani and I don't go too far ahead?
That is probably a good idea.
That way
Say-
we're not that split.
Within an hour, a half an hour on the road.
What about an hour's march?
An hour as much as fine.
So are we all set then?
I think that is our only option at this point.
I suppose.
All right. I'll be back as soon as I can.
It'll
What
Go
are you
to-
doing, Storm?
yeah.
Sorry, I was scratching.
It'll go to one of the horses then for travel.
Animal handling. Just kidding.
Oh god. All right.
Okay. So, Halani and Ragnar venture north. Ayla heads back west to gather a new wheel or two. What are Jubei and Esteban doing as people kind of dissipate from the area?
Nothing, probably.
Jubei would
No-
probably get
No
the wagon.
talking, no nothing.
Jubei would start getting the wagon ready so we can get the wagon wheel on as soon as possible. I mean, there's no reason you can't take it off and get it ready beforehand.
Yeah, that's very true. Get it ready, but I don't think that takes too long.
No.
But apart from that, probably... You know what? With Halani, I'm being a dum-dum. Actually, never mind. No, I'm thinking wrong. Yeah, so Jubei would probably just have Shitori Toga kind of circling up overhead, keeping an eye out to make sure, people aren't wandering towards Halani and us.
You can have it stick with you, or you can have it follow Halani.
I can't have it follow Halani because my vision's only 100 feet, so it would be with Halani and then useless.
So you just want it around you, then?
Yeah, well, just like circling above us, kind of doing the owl thing, and just try to keep an eye on those guys to make sure they're not coming back.
Okay. So that's all you do?
Yeah, that and get the wagon ready.
What does Esteban do? Just flip his cards, play 52 card pickup?
He's probably bored playing solitaire or some game with his cards. Probably look down at Jubei, or over towards Jubei. He's just kind of watching Jubei put the wheel, take the wheel off.
God forbid he helps.
We know that's not happening, and Jubei's not expecting him to.
Inspiration. Give inspiration.
Really good job, Jubei. Just a little bit on the back, just a little higher.
Well, so how many days has it been since we left?
Week? 2 days?
Week.
Nano?
I'm waiting for Storm to stop moving his mic.
Sorry.
It's probably been about a week and a half now.
Okay.
So it's been a week and a half or something around those lines. How's it feel to not be around a certain red-skinned tiefling for such a time?
Well, I admit it's a little awkward, a little different. I haven't, honestly, since we met Davia, we haven't been separated from each other for more than a day. It's, somewhat lonely, I suppose.
Squints his eye. It's a little lonely, but I suppose I understand what you mean.
Jubei
Not
stops,
being
looks
around.
at him, stops to think what he's thinking. No, not like that! No, I mean...
No. I know what you mean. The spending time with someone who, I guess, cares a lot about you in that way, and then being without them for, well,
Yes, that. I mean, Davia and I connected right on many levels, honestly. It is difficult.
Kind of.
tell me. She seemed like the type who doesn't care much for the well-being of others that are outside of, well, those who that she does care about, I suppose. What did you see in her? I'm curious.
Sorry, Jubes is gonna look at Esteban and just kind of scratch his head. He goes, "Everybody seems to be very interested in why I sit in Davia lately. First, he just mutters to himself, first Twin and now Esteban." As he just
Does he say that out loud?
He just kind of mutters it, yeah. Just, I mean, if you're observant enough, you probably heard it. Like, as far as what I saw in Davia, I mean, as far as, kind of scratches his head. If you are referring to when I first liked Davia as a person, I mean, I guess I never told you how we met, did I?
No, you didn't.
Well, oddly enough, the first time I met Davia, she was hired to steal for take a person away from us and possibly try to kill us. We're not certain on that factor.
Lovely.
But then we were interrupted by that gentleman that is at Evren and the other demigods.
Black Knight.
Yes, the Black Knight. He took the person we were in charge to protect. The men Davia was hired to working for fled. And, well, we needed assistance at that time, so we took Davia with us to help us get back to town. Yeah, after that, our first night together, right? Kind of smiles with a laugh. She asked if she wanted to. She asked me if I wanted to fight, and I accepted. We had a duel. It's actually one of our first interactions.
Who won?
Gentleman does not tell.
He's gonna insight to see if there's like either shame that he like lost or if there's pride.
Sure. Roll me a insight. A 12.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, it's not like he's not like shame of losing. That's how much I'll tell you. There's no shame that he lost.
Okay.
You have a feeling he's avoiding the question because of situations.
Fair.
In any case, after that, we had a drinking contest the next day.
Interesting.
And,
Other contests.
We are, I suppose, very competitive people, but
That's fair.
after that, though, I suppose the moment I started to like Davia truly was the next morning when we were just discussing with each other, and Davia asked me about my past. There was a lot of genuine compassion I had from her. And I know most of you don't necessarily see it, because she showed me much kindness, and there is a side to Davia that the rest of you really don't get to see very often.
Fair enough. But I suppose I must ask, is she the first person you've, or I think there's been others?
If you're referring, is Davia the first person that I have felt a deep emotion for? The truth would be she would be the second.
Ah. Right.
Jubei just kind of starts fiddling oddly.
I think Esteban has heard about forgot her name. Yeah.
I don't know if you have or not, honestly.
Maybe he hasn't.
I don't think actually ever came up a
No,
conversation with? No, I don't
no.
think he's ever mentioned
No.
Sakura to Estefan.
But he does gossip a lot, and I wonder if anyone else had told him about Sakura.
Probably Victor if you gossiped with Victor. Like that'd be fair.
Not until recently.
Yeah.
I don't know what to roll if he did or not. I'll roll a d4.
Roll me a history.
Okay.
It's an interesting way to do it. Oh damn.
Okay. Yeah, you probably talked to Victor about it and remember.
Yeah, which is why he probably was like in the middle of asking the question, and then was like, "Oh wait, maybe I shouldn't bring up traumatic."
That's what we do here. That's what we do.
That is what we do here.
Traumatic past, tell me all about it. Anyways, as Jubei kind of looks awkwardly. Also, you did see him literally flip the fuck out when Everin touched the ribbon.
That is very true. Yeah.
Wait till Skygor rips it out of his hair. Ho ho ho!
Jubei will kind of turn to Esteban. Well, speaking of relationships, I couldn't help but notice you and Ayla have rather connected since we got back from the castle.
Well, I'm just offering her a place to stay with her nightmares and everything. If you want an honest answer, you can ask her when she gets back about the relationship between the two of us.
You say you are incapable of giving me an honest answer, Esteban?
Well, I'm giving you the answer as it is. I'm simply helping her deal with her, her nightmares. But I assure you that Ayla is pretty honest when it comes to things like this, so I'm sure she'll give you whatever answer you're looking for.
I'm not looking for any answer. I was just bringing up conversation.
I'm just simply trying to help take care of her.
Jubei will kind of smile at that and nod his head and goes, I see. That is very kind of you, Esteban.
No, of course. I mean, it's the issues with her affliction, essentially, and I know how best to deal with it.
That is probably true, considering where you are from.
I had to give my parents my own blood at points. But then so
Jubei kind of like... That's it.
it was willingly given. Essentially,
so.
essentially for our state and for my family, it operates very different from the rest of Gurvania.
I mean, to be honest, I do not know much about the vampirism in general. It's not an affliction of my country.
Well, essentially, it is. The other families, most of them, are not so. When it comes to giving blood consensually from other people, they don't really request consent. They just kind of take. Our family kind of operates differently, and that the people within our town offer their blood as a kind of blood donation, and in return, our family protects town.
I see. Yeah. Interesting arrangement.
It saves people dying and entire bodies just being lost simply because, well, the higher family needs to feed like in some families.
Oh, I understand. I wasn't being. What's the word? Judgmental or anything.
Right. But yes, I know very much well the hunger and how it can affect someone. I've seen it myself quite a lot.
Well, I am not one to judge one who has been afflicted with a condition.
He says, kind of scratching his arm.
Very well.
In any case, I think we have the wagon ready, so when Ayla returns with the wheel, we should be able to get on the go right away.
Of course. Have you ever played blackjack?
I have, in fact, indeed.
Up for a game?
Sure, why not?
And we will be playing blackjack until it gets fun.
That is a weird game to play with just two people.
I guess we'll get Everin and Tick involved.
Yeah,
But-
everyone's fun.
Twin, sorry, yeah, well, but,
Everyone
Is
wants to gamble on it, though.
Is it late when I return?
It will be.
It will be, yeah.
But while you guys are playing blackjack, we'll move over to Ragnar and Halani for a moment. So you can go ahead and scream now, Crystal.
Thank you. Thank you.
As the pair are moving forward, mostly keeping an eye out, Ragnar will do a perception check. Not a very good one.
Will also do a perception check because that's what she's good at.
He's kind of distracted at the moment. Halani, however, has her she has her head on a swivel. She is just like any acute sound that happens, snapping right to it. A squirrel runs in the tree, snapping her attention right to it. Like
Squirrels.
borderline paranoia here. As you guys are walking ahead, though, Ragnar's going to look over at you, Halani. So, your father wants you.
Yes.
I assume this, and he holds up the little note, is new information to you?
Am I supposed to see something or no? Or take,
He just held up the note.
That's alright. I'm just like, is there supposed to be something I'm supposed to be seeing immediately? Or am I saying that I have to take things before things happen?
No, he was asking if this was new information to her as far as like why he wants her. Is what he was trying to get.
Is it? What is? What's the information?
That he's looking for her specifically because her blood is needed.
Okay, sorry. That went way over my brain.
Which
Don't worry about
likely is new information to her, to be honest.
it. Yeah, but I feel like it also makes a little sense to her at the same time.
That's fair.
To an extent.
That's fair. So you can just answer that however you want.
Yeah, just ignore my dumb brain. Yes, that is new information to me. I knew my father did experiments, but I didn't really know what he was doing experiments with. And I also didn't think he had any interest in me. Apparently I was wrong.
Ragnar kind of looks at the paper a moment and back at you. He wants your blood. That doesn't seem quite normal, but I feel like I would have picked this up. He kind of looks around a moment. Are you like me and Everin?
I mean, I don't bleed gold blood, but so I wanted to say no.
Typically the telltale sign, the divine ichor that runs through our veins. Suppose possible that maybe that doesn't always happen, but maybe it's something else entirely then. You said your father did experiments, yes?
Yes.
What kind?
I'm not entirely sure. I know that he transformed my brother into a monster. But I only have little ruins left of his experiments after he blew his lab up before I had left.
At this point, the two have traveled for an hour, and there's like a small clearing, then some woods. Ragnar just kind of points at a nearby stump. Perhaps we should wait here for the others then. But I am curious. Do you want your father dead?
Of course I want my father dead. He's a dangerous man.
Well, that is what you wish. I am happy to give my assistance.
That is very kind of you, but I wouldn't want you to put yourself in danger for me.
Well, you're all going to my home village to fight off, assume it undead. If you're willing to do it for me, I should be willing to do it for you.
As much as you want to flatter yourself thinking that I'm doing it for you, I'm not. I'm doing it for myself. To make myself stronger.
Oh. Well, forgive the assumption. He's gonna insight that.
Or
Woohoo!
oh, dude, I love self rolls. Self-roll was great.
Why do you keep changing it to self-roll?
I mean, I can still right-click and reveal to everyone.
Please don't.
I won't, but just keep that in mind. I will know. But, yeah, I don't know what you rolled, so...
My self-roll was great. Anyway. Brain seizure. You can tell that she's not being completely honest with her statement. She is obviously doing it because she cares about Ragnar.
Okay.
But also the intent of her getting stronger is there, but that's not the driving force behind it.
Ragnar will kind of pull his stick out that he was sitting near and take a look at it and just kind of grin. Oh, We all have our reasons for getting stronger. I, for one, well, be happy to help you get stronger as well. And if going to my home village and assisting in such an ordeal helps, then happy to have you. He seems to be trying to respect the privacy, though you kind of got a feeling he could tell there was more there. But either way, don't let a call for power override the call for survival. If it's dangerous, I want you guys to get out. Save yourselves. Save as many townsfolk as well, but mostly yourselves.
Well, shouldn't you do the same?
Don't get me wrong, I plan to do so, but if worst comes to worst, someone's going to have to distract them, and it is my hometown, after all, and I am the strongest one there, next to my mother. She and I can hold the line, if need be.
Kalani thinks about this for a moment, and she doesn't say anything on that topic anymore.
That's of course assuming we just don't wipe them out in one fell swoop. That's always quite possible. After all, we can't be all worried about dying all the time. Worry about it enough, it'll probably happen, so think good thoughts, right?
I suppose someone wise probably said that once.
No, I kind of just made it up.
I said probably.
Fair enough. Well, I don't know about you, but I know how to build a small survival fire that won't give off too much smoke and light. I don't know. I didn't see anybody following us. Neither did she, by the way. I don't think it's entirely necessary, but, better safe than sorry, right? Going to attempt to make a survival fire.
Can I aid with that?
Yeah.
See, because I don't know if it's based on survival, and I have expertise in survival.
Okay, so here's what happens. Go ahead and make me your survival roll.
Well, I still rolled that, and it was a nat 1, which is a 9.
Oof. So, he starts to try to put together this survival fire, and you're like, no, that's all wrong. This is how you do it. And you bungle it even more, and he's like, are you sure? But you guys do, the two do make a fire. It's just not a survival fire. It gives off light and smoke, like a normal campfire, and Ragnar just kind of sighs. Well, so much for that plan.
Burned down the forest.
Maybe we should, move away from this area. She's kind of embarrassed.
With that in mind, does Jubei notice the pillar of smoke rising up from a mile away?
Nah, it's just like a small campfire.
Okay.
It's nothing too crazy. They didn't start a bonfire or anything.
Yeah, I don't know what they rolled.
Ragnar shrugs. Well, I mean, if you want to, we can go to somewhere else. Probably shouldn't stray too much further than this area, though. Although I guess they can find us if they need to.
I guess we can think of this fire as an indicator, and they'll know we were here.
Very well. And he'll
Either
kick
that
some-
or they'll think we got kidnapped.
How about this? He kicks some dirt on the fire, puts it out. Let's find a different spot then.
Love that we fucked that.
So, the two of them will go find a different spot. This time, you won't roll on it, but because I'm sure you won't nat one a second time in a row. Like, when does that ever happen?
Whoa, let's just click it anyway. Yeah.
This time he put together a proper survival fire. And he just kind of sits up against a tree. Did your rations get soaked?
I imagine her pack would still have been in the cart, so I imagine they wouldn't have been.
So she didn't take any rations. He'll pull a ration from his pack and toss it over to her.
I just meant when she fell, she probably wasn't wearing a pack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because I imagine, because they were like chilling, I imagine she wouldn't be wearing it, and then she kind of was just dimension doored, and she didn't really have a choice, or yeah.
Fair enough. So then I assume she probably grabbed her pack.
Yeah.
Then he will not have tossed a ration. Instead, he'll just toss her over the ball. Go from there. And we will go ahead and move to Ayla.
Just getting the wheel coming back, right?
Yes.
You hope.
At least that's what you hope happens. So you avoid the crossroads, I assume. You can kind of go around them and still get to town. It's not like you have to follow the road. You make it back to town and you head to the general store. There's this gnomish fella who is there, and he kind of looks you up and down. Welcome. What can I do you for? You just called me right about as I was gonna close.
Sorry to keep you up. I'm looking to get my hands on a wagon wheel, or a cart.
How many?
I'm not.
I got about 4 spare.
Okay, I was about to say.
You took 10. I was gonna.
She thinks it over for a moment.
I have 6 more coming in tomorrow. You can buy all 10 if you want.
I'll just take 2, I think.
2? Alrighty. And he kind of hops down for a second, like double takes a moment. Hendrik, be careful back there. And you look back and you see this smaller gnomish boy trying to like load the shelves. And he's like, okay, Pa.
Oh, do you need help with that?
No, I got it, thank you.
She'll
He
keep an
has
eye on
like
him.
he has like the most puberty voice crack ever.
She'll keep an eye on him to make sure he doesn't hurt himself.
Okay. Couple minutes pass. The gnomish shopkeep comes back up front with 2 wheels. He's kind of just rolling them both, there's almost as tall as he is. He just kind of hoofs them up onto the table. Whew! Whew! He holds onto his back. Oh man, I hate lugging those things around. They're heavy.
They look it.
Well, these right here, these are reinforced with steel. They got the wood interior, mostly wood, so it's not too much heavier, but the steel around the wheel kind of gives it a little support. Most wagons don't come with that.
Oh, if it makes it sturdier,
And-
wonderful.
This is just a little additional thing that I did with these, and he kind of proudly gives you a grin and points at the wagon wheel, and you notice that there's these strange patterns on the steel themselves. These bad boys right here, they got what I call tread.
What's that?
Well, it makes it a little bit better, or a little bit easier to go across ice and things of that nature, and it kind of keeps firmer to the ground a bit. So not only is it reinforced more, but it's got more ability to go fast, I guess. He kind of like thinks about that for a minute. Well, maybe not, but still, it looks cool. But then you just hear this crash behind you.
She's keeping an eye on him, though.
So you didn't observe the wheels then?
Nope. She glanced at him, but she was keeping an eye on that person.
Okay. So instead of a crash, you see the ladder start to wobble. Ah!
She'll rush over.
Okay. And grab the ladder.
Yes, steady it and press a hand against his back to keep him from falling.
Okay. Just for poops and smiles, make me acrobatics.
Simple. Fuck.
No, that's good enough. You gracefully move forward and are able to stop it, so he doesn't fall and hit his head or anything. Oh,
Are you alright?
yes, thank you. Sorry, I lost my balance.
No, it's alright. What were you doing?
I had to get to the top shelf.
Allow me to help.
And she'll help reach the top shelf for him.
Which is just like head height for you.
Yeah.
Please put the items up there. The gnomish man just kind of grins. Well, I appreciate your help helping my my boy Hendrik there. He can be a little clumsy.
No, it's alright.
And she'll look over towards Hendrik, I suppose. Give him a small smile and nod of her head.
It helps a little to either have someone spotting the bottom of the ladder or to place your foot here or here.
She's gonna kind of instruct him a bit on how to help avoid falling.
Okay, fair enough. I say that's easy enough. You have a climb speed,
Yeah.
so. The storekeep's like, well, how about this? I'll give you a small discount for keeping my boy's head uncracked like an egg. And I'll sell you both these wheels for the low price of 15 silver.
Why, thank you. That is very kind of you. Honestly, there's really no need for it. I'm happy to help.
You said 15 silver?
Yeah, 15 silver.
So that's 3 gold?
2 gold, 1.5 gold, or 15 silver each. Yeah, 3 gold. I thought you meant together.
Yeah, so 3 gold. She'll sit down 4 gold.
The shopkeep just kind of arches a big old pink eyebrow because he's got pink hair. You must be one of those adventurers. You guys are always overpaying for things.
Well, really, I insist. If it can help a bit with your store, I don't mind.
Very well, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. How about this? I'll throw in a bag of... a can of beans as well. A can of beans.
I mean, we're doing alright on rations, but thank you.
Well, if you insist, they're really good beans, though. I made them myself.
I appreciate it. Thank you, though.
I insist. Take the beans.
Is it just a regular can of beans?
It's more like a mason jar with beans and like a brown sauce. They're baked beans with bacon in it. It seems he just really wants someone to try his beans.
She'll give a small nod of her head. So
He
yeah.
points to a sign. Well, they were complimentary anyway. You spend at least 15 silver here, you get a free jar of beans.
I see. Well,
I know, very kind of me. Very kind of me.
yes. Thank you.
Yeah, she'll
Uh,
pocket it away.
You go enjoy those beans now, you hear?
Right. Thank you.
Let me add to her inventory, I suppose.
2 wagon wheels and a jar of beans.
Yep.
Baked beans.
How do I don't...
There's a little ad above your inventory.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Jar of beans. Alright. She'll gather up the wheels.
Thank you again.
Okay.
Dude, you're somehow stealing my memes for next session.
Not gonna lie, Nano was a little surprised you didn't have Wagon Wheel Man.
Wagon
I
wheel
swear to
man.
God. So,
That is
I
a
guess-
great idea for the next town.
I guess Ayla will return with the 2 wheels.
Yeah, it takes about another couple hours. It's a good bump.
So does she return the 2 playing cards?
Yeah, they're all playing cards at the moment. I'd say everyone's probably passed out by now.
Yeah, probably.
I'm back.
Ah, welcome back, Ayla. Hope that
Did
wasn't...
everything go well? Okay.
Oh, yes. I got an extra wheel just in case, and I guess this
She shows the jar of beans.
a complimentary thing, I guess. As thanks.
A jar of beans. Are these nice jar of beans? Did you try them?
No.
Well, I suppose we can cook them up once we find everybody. In any case, we should get the wheel on.
And Jimmy will grab the wheel and put it on the cart.
Okay.
Did you get any spare, Ayla?
Sorry, repeat that?
Did you get any spare wheels, Ayla?
She did
Yes,
mention she had 2.
Yeah, too.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry, I was concentrating on the game. Ah! I win again.
Looks over.
Twin. I think I saw you take a card out from your sleeve that time.
I don't cheat with friends.
A tear comes to his eyes as he insinuates that he's his friend.
I think it's actually a bit of a laugh for Ayla.
Yes, we have been best friends since the day I was born, Esteban.
Stop it, Nana. Get out of here.
Did any problems arise while you guys were waiting?
Nothing serious. I've been keeping an eye out. It would seem that the people on the road have not bothered to go back or check on us.
Oh, that's good. I suppose then we're gonna continue on and meet up with the other 2.
That would be best. I would rather us come together than be separate.
Okay.
Esteban, would you mind using your sending spell to discover their location so we can find them?
But before you do that...
Nope.
There's one other thing I need to do. Give me just a second.
It was nice knowing you, Helani, as you are ambushed by 186 orcs.
Just only 186. All in the same square. They like merged. It's like multiple fucking ghost orcs.
That's better.
No,
Combined together.
it's Legion, but in orc form. Yeah, that's a horrible image now that I think about it. Legion's horrifying enough, and make those orc bodies.
Oh,
Great map.
70% map.
Okay. As Ragnar and Halani are kind of chilling,
Yes, that's what they call it these days.
that's what they call it. They're relaxing. They're chilling like villains.
Like short resting.
Yeah, I'd say it's been a short rest.
I can roll hit dice.
You can roll hit dice.
Who's that man? What are you doing over there?
As the two are relaxing, go ahead, roll your hit dice really quick.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
woman.
I was working out how I pressed the buttons to do these. 'cause
Oh,
it's
fair
alright. It's alright.
Fair
I was like, whoa, what is this? There's another pop up and another pop up and another pop up. I have to roll them all individually. Sucks.
it automatically will add to that. As the two are relaxing, a sudden arrow whistles through the air. Oh,
How did she not for
that's very unfortunate.
you?
Striking into Ragnar's shoulder. So he needs to make a con save.
Oh no.
Okay, he made the con save.
Damn it, Halani, what were you doing with that 25 perception check?
I don't know.
There wasn't a second one after the fact. Okay. Let me just do some quick maths here.
Quick maths.
Quick maths.
One
Just to see
plus
how
one.
fucked up he just got.
Guys, Halani's gonna get kidnapped. Don't worry about it.
Woo!
Ragnar
So-
takes
Wait,
43 damage.
Oh Jesus.
Jeez. I still would have been up
With what, like an HP left?
too, but also I would have maybe got uncanny dodge question mark.
Yeah, uncanny dodge would have been.
The problem is I think you have to see it coming.
You do.
Doesn't work on sneak attacks.
Yeah, I said maybe. I said maybe.
Oof.
Alright, so I'm going to need initiative
Oh yes, good luck.
from Halani, Ragnar, and
So Halani,
Assassino!
you're the other two Nanos and Halani.
Let me pretend Ragnar's a fucking player for once. Come on.
My brain was like looking. I'm like, where is initiative again?
So this time, the assassin reloads its bow and is going to fire at Halani this time.
Cool.
What's your AC? 14? 14?
Yeah.
14 just hits. As I need a con save from Halani. And I'm gonna change this music because probably not the best death music.
It's a terrible save.
Doesn't she have a good passive perception?
I do.
Yes, but this person's stealth is very high.
They are an assassin.
Yeah. I was just wondering if their passive perception picked it up. Oh, goodbye!
Okay. So,
Oh my
Halani, you
guys.
take 5 piercing and 19 poison.
Why can't you just like have it there so I just can apply it and I don't have to do it manually? This sucks.
And an extra 18 from sneak attack.
You can uncanny
Oh.
dodge that. You saw it.
Yeah.
You can have everything but the poison damage.
Yeah.
So it's like 23,
Okay, wait. Yeah. So
So
wait. So
12.
it was
11.
Wait.
Sorry.
Okay. Wait. Is that accurate? I don't know anymore.
It's 11.
It's
piercing.
23 total outside of the poison damage.
So like,
Actually,
if I
wait a
uncanny
Sorry, hello. You can't uncanny dodge it if they were hidden and attacked you, because then you wouldn't see it coming. Yeah, they wouldn't.
They
get
shot the
sneak
first time and revealed themselves.
Except that they only can get sneak attack if they're hidden.
Yeah, but
True.
the first time they attacked. Oh.
See what I mean?
Then
Either they
yeah.
hit and attacked, or they
Yeah.
don't get sneak attack. That's all I mean, like
Yeah.
mechanically.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Nano had them hide first with the bonus action rogue move.
So that's 42 damage total.
Okay.
Big ouch.
They stealth. Did they do a bonus action hide?
They are going to... Actually, it doesn't say they have a bonus action hide, to be honest.
They should.
Oh, no,
Rogue.
No, if it's an assassin, they do not.
Do they
If
get
you
sneak
ripped out
attack on
the-
them? Oh, okay.
No, they just don't have a bonus action hide.
Which brings us to Halani. You see this Furian woman up on the ridge with a... I know it has a long bow in the art, but she actually has a crossbow. As she is starting to load another arrow into it.
So, okay. I've got very confused right now. So could I or could I not have uncanny dodged?
On that first attack, no, because she was hidden.
Because I thought she attacked Ragnar first, but then she doesn't have a bonus action hide.
So she wouldn't have sneak attack. So she
hid before initiative.
Yes, but the second attack, how did she get sneak attack? If
There
she
was
didn't
no
hide.
second attack. It was one attack.
Well, she attacked Ragnar, and then it
And
would
then
have been
attacked-
initiative.
Yeah, and then she attacked Talani. So
Okay, well, I mean, fair enough.
So I'm just, my brain's
Yeah,
just trying to comprehend what is going on.
I was ruling it as 2 separate attacks, not a multi-attack.
Yeah, we get that, Nano, but
Yeah.
you can't re-hide unless they stealth with
yeah,
a bonus action, right? That's what they're saying. Like, mechanically, they
I
have to
get it,
yeah.
I get it. It's minus 18 damage on the total.
Minus 18 on the total?
Yeah.
yeah. You didn't take sneak attack.
Sorry, it's 19. The sneak attack. So you took 23 damage total from that attack.
So that's not including sneak attack, but then I could have uncanny dodged? Question mark.
Yeah, you can. Which
But
You
makes
can
involved.
uncanny dodge. You'll still take 19 poison.
You don't
but you
need to
can
take
reduce the damage from the piercing portion by
2.
2.
So I'm just, my brain's just comprehending if that had included or if it did not include. So yeah, it's okay. Don't worry. I will do the things, because I mean, what else am I going to use my reaction for?
The other one.
But it's my turn, so I get it back.
Not
True.
because
Famous last
Nano
words.
unveils the initiative order that is the hidden assassin in between.
I've done that to players before. It's always fun.
I do that all the time.
I'm not that evil, guys.
It's not evil. It was just
Right.
hiding things in the gym layer.
That's exactly what someone evil would say.
Okay, so Halani has
Well, I
like
guess I'm
half-ish health. So, alright, it's okay. It's better than 3 health that she would have been on if everything had stayed normal.
Yeah, you guys would have been pretty fucked. You guys are pretty fucked right now, Jesus. Get rid of that crossbow.
Yeah. So how tall is that cliff thingy that the thingy assassin is on?
About 12 feet.
Um,
12 to 15, somewhere in there.
I don't know what I want to do.
Flee, leave Ragnar to die.
Yeah, totally.
Completely in character there.
Are these like bushes? Wait, how do I ping it?
Trees.
Is it right? Oh, pressing buttons.
That's a tree.
If you left click and hold, it'll ping.
Yeah, no, it's alright. I think my push to talk button is conflicting with the things, so let me change that real quick.
But yeah, that's a tree.
Okay, hopefully this button does not conflict with other things. So what's true? Why is Halani moving?
I don't know. Who's moving Halani?
No one.
Kept
Ghosts.
moving. The ghost of Halani.
Halani has descended into their own character. The game's alive!
Okay, I fixed everything. Okay, so okay, my brain is settling now. So tree, bush.
Tree.
Okay. How do I play this character again?
God.
Okay, it's just weird because I've been using a bow and I'm like, yeah, the bow, but I'm like, that's not how I wanted Halani to be. Okay, so how do I? Wait, fuck it. I worked out how to do the line thing, guys.
Does Halani have a climb speed?
So
Rip.
yeah, okay. I think because I have 2 options. Either I dodge or I attack.
The tree has a trunk. You could move behind it.
Yeah.
Use it for cover.
Yeah, I don't like partial cover, not full cover, probably.
Better than none.
Plus, they can move around the tree pretty easily, possibly.
Right.
That requires them to go down this cliff.
That is true. You could hide and then shoot her, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to draw the bow out, and I don't know where I should move to the tree, but I just clicked that. And I will bonus action hide.
I would say you hide pretty easily. You just use the blood that's seeping out of your body to like put some leaves on you.
Behind the tree. And then like peeking out and shooting with my action. Oh yeah, I have a hotbar thing that I can do things with. natural
Wow.
20.
Oh boy.
Damn.
I mean, the damage is a little low on the actual attack itself, but
Yeah,
so that
that's
is
just
7 plus 27, 34. And they cannot use evasion because you hid. Oh, it needs to make a dex saving throw for that to work anyway. So
Yeah,
37
So,
damage.
yeah, to be
Nice.
on, yeah. And
Uh,
yeah, and then I don't know if where Holani is now or whatever, but she'd try and like get partial cover behind a tree, or whatever. And then no turn. I don't know if I should move like here, if that's better.
You're fine where
or
you
whatever.
are. You're fine where you
Okay, yeah, that's yeah.
are. Ragnar's going to grit his teeth and just son of a. And he will cast Mirror Image on himself. So now he's got 3 little boyos. And he's going to notice that Halani went to hide, so he's just going to move kind of out in the open here. Bonus action, that's already taken. He will action surge. No, he won't. He will wait. He's just going to go, come on, get me! Right here. Oh! He's just going to play Meat Shield. The assassin, seeing Halani take cover, is in fact going to shoot Ragnar this time. With the light crossbow.
Don't worry about me. Sorry.
Epic deck.
Missing. As Ragnar dances to the side. Halana, your turn.
God, it feels weird having a really short combat. Like rounds. So I'm so glad that I did decide to use my hit dice with my short rest.
That was a good idea.
Keep forgetting that I have a hotbar with things on it, and I keep opening my sheet, and then I'm like, wait, I have a hotbar. Can you put like stealth and stuff on your hotbar? No, sad.
You can make a macro for it though if you wanted.
Yeah. I was wondering if I could drag and drop it, that would have been easier. Anyway. I guess Honey does the same thing. She hides and shoots them in the face.
Okay, you hide well enough. Vantaged, so
Yeah.
25 damage. Okay. Ragnar's turn. He's going to go ahead and Eldritch Blast this woman in the face. Hits and misses on the second one, unfortunately. So he does 11 damage. Assassin's up. Seeing that perhaps her prey is a little more difficult to take on than she thought, she will load one more arrow and is going to take
Shoot herself.
the action to hide. Okay. And what's your passive perception, Halani?
18, I think? Or 19. Give me a second.
18. It's 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the stealth roll wasn't good enough. As she moves this way in an attempt to escape. The assassin thinks they're hidden, but little do they know.
I am better.
Little does she know.
Alright. Ba 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 ba. Stealthy boys.
Noise.
God. And shooty boys.
21 damage. How do you want to do this?
I want to shoot them in like the leg, and they fall over and smash their head against a rock.
Okay. The assassins making their way, trying to escape as Ragnar loses. Actually, would he? Yeah. Ragnar loses sight of them. He's like, I don't know where they went. But Halani, you're just like, you just blow some hair out of your face. You're like, whatever. You draw your bow and you take a shot. And the arrow goes right in their Achilles heel on their right leg as they're stepping back on it and moving forward. And they fall, and you got the two just hear this crack up at the top of the cliff, and that is combat.
Lonnie turns to Ragnar after that happens. Well, I think I got them.
Yeah. Nice shot. I didn't. Good eye. Clearly impressed. But
Smiles.
normally you don't really get to shine out in combat because everybody else uses more, bombastic moves and you kind of just do things. But I'm very impressed.
I'm not sure if it's in Hawani's character, if it's in my character, but I'm like, praise, no, I don't want to get it away from me!
After a little bit, the mirror image drops. Ragnar kind of looks around a moment. Perhaps we should move away from this area.
That sounds like a good idea. Before we do that though, I want to, loot or whatever the body, because, seeing if there's any, indication of, who they are, where they're from, if there's anything good that's worth keeping on them, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, okay. Make me an investigation roll. Alright. You find upon their body a +1 short sword, which I assume you want.
I mean, I already have one, but
I mean, does another one hurt?
no, it doesn't.
Let me just slap this up in your sheet. That's spells. Items.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I was like, what does this button do? Apparently it rolls it.
Where's the lightning damage coming from?
That was the one that I got from the Cinders stuff.
Oh!
The underground.
We need to change the name of that thing. We'll call it a Volt. Volt Sword.
Yeah, I
Volt?
was gonna do something like that, and then my brain was having a seizure
Volt
of
Sword.
how I things.
That way you can tell the difference between the two. Actually, this is the wrong thing. Aside from that, you... God damn it. You also find a... another pamphlet, not really a pamphlet, but the same sheet that was given to you guys earlier is on this person. As well as 300 gold.
Are you adding that to my sheet too, or
You can add. You can. I was just changing the name of the one thing. You can put the gold in your sheet if you want. And studded leather armor is what they are wearing. Which
looks at how it is better than my armor? Thinks about how I'd have to take off my armor and then put that armor on.
I mean, you have a minute of privacy up there.
Fuck it, I'll do it.
Okay. So it is.
Dude, I have better AC now, guys.
And I have 15. Hooray!
Well, when I'm just normally, when I use my weapons, I have 16.
Ah. Alright. After a moment or two, you are able to come back down, and Ragnar's waiting there, keeping an eye out. I don't see any more, but we should get a move on. He's going to snuff the fire. And it's at that point, you guys can use your sending spell.
He's going to send it to Ragnar.
Thank you.
Ragnar, this is Esteban. Repaired wheel on our way within an hour. Respond with location.
Currently moving, just got attacked. Head 15 minutes further than intended to the road.
As he receives the message, his eyes are gonna widen a little. He's gonna look towards the rest of the group. Alright, we need to hurry. They've just been attacked.
Wait, what? How did they get attacked?
I do not know.
We have to hurry that way then.
I mean, we shouldn't hurry too quickly, otherwise we'll be in the same mess we were in earlier. But yes, we'll.
Very true. I mean, it's an hour.
Well,
There's
less for
not
us,
much we can
can't
do.
tell
It
you.
was an hour walking. It's
Probably about 40-minute cart.
yeah, it's a little shorter time on the cart.
Well, let's hurry on over.
Okay, so time passes. Halani and Ragnar can make stealth checks if they wish. Which, I mean, Ragnar's pretty boo-boo
Always.
with those, but
Lana kind of, sort of, slightly sucks.
it's okay. She's still stealthier than Ragnar.
Yeah.
Esteban privately rolled some dice.
Yeah, I'm just trying to test things. Don't worry about it.
About 45 minutes pass for Ragnar and Halani until the coast seems clear. Until the wagon is seen upon the horizon. Ragnar kind of looks over to Halani. I'm sure it's ours, but we should probably wait a minute in the brush.
Who's driving the car?
Probably Jubei.
Okay. And after another minute or so, Halani and Ragnar are able to see that it is Jubei on the cart. As Ragnar steps out from the brush, waves his hand, waves them down. Over here.
Ah, Jurek's horse towards them. I'm glad to see the pair of you are safe. You are under attack ahead.
Yes. Damn assassins.
Are you both alright?
They both look bloodied.
Oh boy. Who looks worse?
Honestly,
Bit of a toss up.
it's about the same. They both look pretty effed up at the moment.
I think Ragnar
I-
might be slightly worse off.
Ragnar took a lot more damage in one hit, but
She's got a higher hit point pool.
that and Halani, I think, did take 2 hits. No, she didn't. Yeah, it's kind of a toss-up. They both look pretty bad.
Okay. She kind of like panic glances between the both of them before rushing over to Halani first, and will cast her last second level Cure Wounds. 8.
All right.
She will do another first level Cure Wounds. Another one. And then she'll go over to Ragnar to the last 2.
It's fine. I'll handle Ragnar. Send him
Okay.
1 at first, 1 at second.
Okay.
How's Halani looking now?
1 second, I accidentally closed my web browser, so I'm opening it up and its boundaries loading.
Good.
Okay.
She's pretty much back to full. You gave her 18 health.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, gives
Yeah,
a bit of
she's-
a sigh of relief.
Basically back to full. As great as this is, we should probably keep going just a little while. I don't know if there are any more of those assassins, but I'd rather not find out.
I'm more curious in how they found you out here. It's almost like a fire was lit that had them summoned right towards you.
No, I have a different theory on that. Esteban, is that another heal or is that something else?
I'm just testing an item.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to configure my Deck of Fate.
Got it. I have a different theory on that, actually. You guys see that the poison still coursing through his veins a bit, whereas Halani's is looking much better. That signal whistle they had, I don't think there was ever just 2 of them.
That would make sense. But they were just happy. I guess they were just searching the area and happened to come across you.
Perhaps.
I'm wondering if, for the time being, though, Helani, we kind of looks over to see what he has in his inventory. I don't have. Maybe we should have picked up a mask when we were at the store here as well.
Perhaps in the next town.
I'm
We
sure
can deal with
Twin
that.
would let Halani borrow his again for a while.
Yeah, just dress her up like Twin. That'll work.
I was wearing Ragnar's cloak before.
Yeah.
It probably best.
You said my name.
No, nobody said your name.
I thought.
The world does not
Jupiter-
revolve around you, Esteban.
I just
Not
thought I
yet. It's not your arc.
Oh my god.
It is always my arc.
That's the secret. Anyway, you guys continue on your way a bit. Who wishes to try to find a good spot for a camp?
Is that a nature check?
I think it's survival.
Survival,
Lonnie
generally.
wants it.
I will give bardic inspiration to whoever does it.
I'll guidance them.
Oh my god.
I'm sure you'll be able to find us a
Can
camp
I
that
do
is
it?
plenty.
What's Halani's modifier for it?
A
I'll
lot.
say.
Okay, yeah.
So,
You go.
you had a D4,
I have
a D6.
expertise!
I'm sure you'll find us a camp that will not get us ambushed.
Okay, so I roll this. And
Oh,
then I
you
have a
have-
D4 and a D8.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I have to like type in the thing for the thing?
Slash odd D4. plus
Halani
D8.
finds Nirvana.
Oh, I find Nirvana.
She rolls a 4 and an 8, yeah? Oh boy.
Yeah, well, a
Pretty close to it.
35.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if this place is gonna be safe.
Yeah, we should.
I don't know either. Should have blind rolled.
We should have actually. We forgot.
I would have known that it should have been good, regardless. It would have been at least okay.
Unless you rolled an natty 1.
On everything.
Alright, so, you guys end up finding kind of a little bit of a side road. It does open up to a different road after a while, but this is actually a really unknown side road that you guys are on. And Halani's like, this is the place. This is where we can camp and be safe for the night.
Is there anything around the area of interest?
Make me a perception check.
Guidance. Ooh, guidance.
I would say also Jube would send up Shitori Toga to make sure there's nothing near us.
Zaldine.
Okay.
Lonnie would be paying attention as well.
Alright, you guys can just make me perception rolls if you're gonna keep an eye out. I mean, it's a 35 on a survival, you're not gonna get ambushed.
I know. But our players wouldn't know that.
So you guys keep an eye out. Halani, you extend the length of your sight and you feel pretty calm here. It's nice. You don't see anything through Shitori Toga following you. You feel like if there were more assassins, they probably would have taken their chance ambushing in a group as opposed to one at a time. Yeah.
I totally forgot the hotbar, and I love the hotbar. Holy shit.
Storm Foundry when?
When my job ends, dude.
It's a meme.
Do you mean the thing at the bottom?
Yeah, it's a hotbar.
Yeah, I was just fiddling with that myself. I was like, ooh, what's that?
It's. I put all my like combat spells in my deck of fate, so I can easily just roll things down.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
So, with that, you guys feel comfortable and confident that the worst is behind you for the time being. You set up camp, and who wishes to take watches? In what order?
Ayla could go first.
I don't care about the order, but Halani will be taking watch.
Hey, Crystal, do you want to RP?
With Esteban?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe?
Ragnar will take a watch.
So how are the watches looking?
I think Esteban, Halani.
Got it.
There's Jube and then Ayla, because otherwise it's NPCs and nobody's
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And then Twin and
Wow.
Okay. If we're doing different watches, then Ayla. No, she'll purge a different time then for this thing.
The thing you've been wanting to do?
Yeah.
You could do. Is this the time to do it?
I don't know what you're gonna do, but would you prefer to do it when Judah and Ares are here?
Nah, don't think it's a long thing. It's a short thing.
Is it a DM thing or is it a player?
Player.
When is it ever a DM thing with Ayla?
Is it one of the players?
Yeah, it's specifically thing for Esteban, but she can wait another time.
I mean, you can just talk to him before watches.
Or you could just have watch with him, that's fine too.
I assume Halani is backing out. Hard backpedaling, I see. Squints.
I mean, if you have something you want to converse about, go right ahead.
I was just throwing out the offer, but I know Crystal is
I don't know what he wants to talk about, I'm scared.
he just wants to get to know you guys and had a chance to get to talk to you properly since last time.
It's up to you, Crystal. I'm fine either way.
Yeah, it's up to you, Crystal.
Same,
So
but,
much pressure.
yeah.
Roll a d2 and just pick one.
Okay. One is Ayla, two is Halana. There you go. Saved
None of-
by the.
What's the
None
None
roll?
of us could see it.
Yeah,
It was
you
a
put
one.
that-
My bad.
Okay.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Jubei, are you going to take watch with Halani or Ragnar then?
I don't know. Would Halani want to take a watch with Jube? Or...
You can't
my
escape.
God, guys.
You gotta
Sorry,
pick one of
Halani
us.
will just take a watch by herself. No, I
Halani
don't
takes a
care.
watch with
I'll
Shitori
take a watch
Toga.
with whoever, I don't care.
Sure, Jube can take a watch with Halani.
Alright.
So who's first?
Never determined an order.
Yeah, I said I'd go
Um,
first, but I can go any other time.
Yeah, we can go first. S1 doesn't like his sleep being disturbed.
Got
He
it.
does not like middle watches.
Makes sense. Alright. Do you want us to roll our perceptions first or after? Nano.
You can go ahead and roll it first.
Guidance.
He's gonna also give Bardic Inspiration.
Make it blind!
Okay.
He'll give Bardic Inspiration. So, D8 as well.
To me or you?
To you. I can't give it to myself yet.
Okay. So
I'm sure there
perception.
won't be anything out here, but just in case there is, I'm sure you've got a keen eye.
Okay. Storm, you can roll
Yeah.
one for Esteban as the
blind.
blind roll.
I hate the
Interesting.
question marks. Scary.
Very interesting indeed. Okay.
Sauce.
Anyways,
All right.
I will say this based off of your rolls. Ayla is way more distracted than Esteban.
Oh my god! Even with everything on top of it.
Yes.
Oh god. Good to know. All right. She'll find a spot to kind of sit down. Kind of look over back towards where Esteban is.
Esteban, if you're not too busy, might I have talk with you?
stops filing his nails.
Words.
Yes.
Where is he currently?
He's just sitting, like, probably probably off to the side, just like on the grass, like feet hanging off the ledge.
Okay. She'll get up then and head over to take a seat off to the right of him. And kind of like fiddles her thumbs for a moment, kind of looking off to the side, thinking for a second, looking troubled, before looking off in his direction with this kind of very defeated look on her face.
Something is on your mind.
Yes. About back in the town. Well, when you asked, you and Everin asked, what I was going to get up to, and then I said, oh, nothing much, and then, headed off. I'm sorry for not being honest about that, really.
It's fine.
But, there was a reason for it. Well, actually, maybe I'll just if I show.
She kind of like looks over his clothes for a moment, spotting one part where it might look like it's gone just a tiny bit dirty from travel. She'll reach out and cast Prestidigitation, and you'll see this little ring on her finger light up. And kind of like checks to see that the area is kind of cleaned up and gives a little smile at that before taking the ring off her finger and holding it out to him.
He raises an eyebrow, and then just a smile just appears on his face.
I went searching to see if maybe there was something that could help with your struggle with keeping tiding without having to negotiate with Everin. So I found this.
Is that the ring of prestidigitation?
Yes. For you.
Thank you, Ayla. And he kind of takes the ring, and on his many, on the two rings on each hand, kind of looks for a finger to slot it down onto. Eventually choosing the right hand, where he has his mother's ring, slotting it down onto the middle finger, where his mother's is on his ring finger. And he kind of looks, and he smiles over towards Ayla. Thank you.
Oh, it's no problem.
Kind of gives this like nervous look, looking off to the side.
I wanted to keep it a surprise, I suppose, and even still, not being truthful felt a little weird.
I mean, if it's for a surprise, it's fine.
Okay.
He's gonna kind of sit closer beside you and kind of gently wrap his arm around you, pull you closer. Thank you, Ayla.
Cha-la-la-la-la.
Okay, yeah, no. She's a little startled for a second, but quickly relaxes, and leans against him as well, kind of clasping her hands together, looking over at him.
Do you like it then?
Of course.
Oh, that's good. I hope it comes in handy.
It definitely will. Looks back towards the tent where everyone would be sleeping. Definitely will.
Kind of gets a laugh from her at that.
He'll place a soft kiss to the side of her head.
She gets a little red of the face at that, but smile's still stuck on her face. She leans more into the hold. And her attention kind of drifts up towards the sky.
It has been nice, traveling, with you here as well, of course.
Oh, definitely. It's been interesting. Getting impaled, almost risking one of our party members, having a fall from the sky, breaking a leg and
By interesting, of course not. Oh dear, a lot of bad stuff has happened.
It's fine. It's part of the adventure. I wouldn't say it's bad, just events that happen that we've overcome. And that's how it should be.
I suppose that's the way of looking at it, yeah. It's still taking a bit of getting used to. I mean, as you know, I didn't exactly travel around until only a year ago. And then shortly afterward came across the castle and I spent most of my time in there. So it's a little nerve-wracking, but it's nice as well, seeing all these new things.
Definitely.
Do you prefer staying in one area or traveling?
I've always been a traveler, but I definitely will admit that well, spending time with my family is something that I do miss. Mother rubs his mother's ring at that.
Yes.
Father is debatable. He has his moments.
You do at times seem, a little torn when talking about him. If it's alright to ask, why is that?
It's nothing bad per se. He was just very strict when I was growing up. But I mean, I guess it led to, well, a lot of political knowledge and maturity, so I guess I can't really blame him for much.
Did it create a bit of a rift between you two, though?
Yes, I suppose.
Is he still strict?
Well, not as much as I'm older, my own person. But he has his tendencies. But I at least understand why he did all of that. He was trying to get me into, well, what he was doing. I understand his cause properly, and I believe in it. He's got his work cut out for him. Corvenia is a very harsh land, and trying to change it for the better is a big undertaking. In a way, I admire him.
Is that also what you're trying to do?
Yes.
So the two of you are working together.
In a sense, yes.
Well, have you ever had, I don't know, conversations outside of work and stuff like that with him? Pleasant
Very
ones?
rarely. There's been a few pleasant ones, yes.
Have you ever asked him?
About?
Asked for one?
For a pleasant conversation?
Yeah, without it just happening, I suppose.
Not really. Usually there's something to do with progress or information or what work or whatever it is. But times that we've had good conversations of
Did...
Those-
Well, no, you go ahead.
there's definitely been times. It's gets a little bit more harder to recall them than say with my mother.
Have you ever wanted to? Well, I mean, do activities or have pleasant conversation with him the way you might with your mother?
It's a little bit different. When I say I want to play an instrument, and let's say it's, for example, piano, he will always find issues with my playing, even if I play near perfectly. There will always be some sort of room for improvement, which I understand, which, you know, there is. But, again, it's a very slightly strained relationship between my father and myself. I guess the juxtaposition between both my mother's and father's care of me puts things into different perspectives.
But you have no doubt that he cares for you, right?
Yes. I know he does. He just has a different way of showing it.
Well, I guess that's a bit what I mean then. Have you ever outright told him it bothers you a little?
Yes. He just doesn't seem to understand. But it's fine.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's fine. At least
Kinda-
I have parents. He kind of gives a sad smile.
Kind of glances over at him at that.
Yeah. It's a little strange hearing about everyone's, fathers. Jubei talked a little about his, and then Everin about hers, and we learned a little about Halani's, and you've talked about yours. And
I mean, at least you don't have a father like Kalani's. That sounds terrible.
I suppose that's true. It's
I'd
just
hate to see the person who dreamed up that sort of relationship.
Oh.
it's a lot different from what you read about in stories and whatnot.
Hmm.
Very complicated and different.
If good stories were complicated, they'd be dramas. Not fairy tales.
That's fair. I don't know. I guess it's different to see us all.
Mm.
But I'm sorry for all the prying and questions. I was
No, it's
very,
fine.
I was curious.
You have a right to be.
Do you think? Well, if what those people said was true, and it really has been about 50 years or so, if I did have family, they're probably gone, huh?
Mm. Either that or they're very old.
Yeah. I guess it's just been, with all the talk of family and everything, it's made me, wonder a little, I suppose.
Mm.
If, I mean, I'm not sure what circumstances would make, parents give up a baby, so I'm not sure if they were part of it all, or if I was taken, or...
I wouldn't have any idea.
Yeah.
But perhaps when we reach that bridge and things start coming up that perhaps might eventually have to be forced to deal with, that we might be able to learn more about what happened in your past.
Yeah. That's a little scary to think about.
Kind of rubs her hands together.
Yeah, but it'll eventually have to happen.
Yeah.
Kind of gives a sigh, letting her gaze back up to the sky again. The nervous edge to her smile kind of relaxing back and just to a normal, relaxed one.
Even if it's scary, though, I think I'll be alright.
Indeed. Sure, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Kind of gives it a little squeeze and smiles at her before just looking out into the night.
She stays where she is. Resting her head to his shoulder and just relaxing into the hold. And will remain quiet for the rest of the watch.
Okay. As the two cuddle on their watch, you all attacked and died.
I knew it! That's what all the rolls were in the
Epic.
background.
Just to show you all the rolls.
Oof! I did real bad!
What they? Oh, jeez.
She nat one the perception. Moving on to second watch, which can either be Ragnar by himself or Halani and Jubei. Doesn't really matter.
I mean, technically, Ragnar wouldn't be by himself. We still have 2 other players. They're just not here.
Everyone doesn't want to wake up.
I would assume so. Twin will probably be the one to be woken up.
Man, but just Twin would at least go on the watch with him. But in any case, yeah.
Alright. Well,
But we
have
can have
Twin
theirs
and Ragnar
second.
do theirs.
Yeah.
I'll wake them up. Ragnar,
Mm,
it's your turn.
very well. He'll, climb out his tent and stretch, and you guys wake up Twin, and those 2 go on their watch and have a deep, meaningful conversation, I'm sure. Those tend to be the only ones Twin has. Okay.
Part of me wants to at Judah and say it was deep and meaningful.
Do it.
His mind will go to the wrong place.
I know.
That's why it'll be funny.
We all know where his mind's gonna go, so embrace it.
Nothing happens on their watch. Other than deep and meaningful conversations.
Or at least so we think.
As eventually you wake up late. Both of them slain! Twin will go wake up Jubei. The Ragnar will kind of shake Halani awake for her watch.
While he stabs Ragnar. No, joking.
Not a morning person, I see. Okay. Ugh.
Kidneys!
There's the
Is it-
2 of
Nikki,
you.
I love how you're just adding to Judah's pain.
That's
I
what
want
Nikki
to.
does.
Exactly.
Here, why don't I just add to it?
Anyway, so Jubei will sit down on the stump to do his watch, and he'll have Shitori tug on his shoulder, taking a peek, since Jubei doesn't have dark vision.
It's actually daylight by this time.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, well, he'll do his watch then. He'll
Because
look
you guys didn't camp down until 2 in the morning.
That is true. Kind of looks over at Halani.
So, apparently these people are after your blood.
It appears so.
There seems to be a running theme with this group, if I'm not mistaken.
Ew, what does that mean? What is it, kid? What is happening? I don't like it. That hand.
I suppose you have absolutely no idea, of course, why they are after your blood.
Unfortunately, I don't. Apparently, it's special. You know that as much as I do.
He kind of rubs his chin.
I honestly wish Victor and the others were here. They're a little more capable of understanding these sort of things. But
Cries at Cinder left body.
Cinder's on a spiritual journey.
Yeah, just spiritually going. It is a bit of a rough time, but Jimmy just kind of looks back out. This is a lot to take in, but you do know, of course, you can trust us, Helani, right?
I would gather so by the fact that you guys were trying to hide me, and I've caused so much trouble already, and you haven't done anything that would make me think otherwise.
Well, that is true. He's just kind of scratching his head. But it's... I have a feeling it was going to be a bit of a dangerous road ahead. We are definitely going to have to make sure we get a mask on you or something for the bit. Perhaps a sort of spell. Perhaps there is a magic item that can help us here. But then again, I don't suppose there's many high-level magic shops anywhere around here, so maybe that won't be that useful either. Kind of rubs his chin. Do you have any thoughts on what is happening anyways, Alani? I mean, this is a lot for you.
Brain seizure right now. Could you elaborate more on what you want me to, like, specify? Because my brain's just like...
Fair. Jimmy will be like, I mean, to be honest, we are dealing with a lot of situations. I mean, he stops. Emotionally speaking, you are doing okay, I hope. This is a lot to take in.
When I had offered to help deal with the situation happening with Ragnar, I didn't expect this whole situation. Otherwise, I would have either not come or had mentioned that there'd be trouble. But maybe it was a bad idea that I decided to help. Maybe you should have brought someone else along instead.
Kind of looks up and laughs. I don't think that is true. Honestly, I am more glad that we are here with you doing this. If this had happened when we weren't around, I dread to think of the situation that may have occurred. I mean, and he kind of smiles dopily. He goes, as long as you know you don't have to have me cover for you with lies or something, I think we should be okay. I am not the best at that sort of thing. The last time I had to do this, I had to pretend everyone was a dog in a sack.
I will keep that in mind and try and avoid those situations for you.
That would be very much appreciated. He kind of says, a little embarrassed, but kind of rubbing his head. In any case, Eloni, I mean, I am a bit curious to ask, and obviously, as I always say, you don't have to say anything about this one way or the other, but apart from your family, was there anyone else you had to leave behind when this situation occurred? Anyone you miss?
I really liked our cooking lady. She was always really nice to me. But, of course, with my father having run experiments and whatnot, because we had a really nice manor and we had some servants and whatnot, and, you know, doing cooking, cleaning, the usual. And I'd help out after my mother died, and yeah, it was a little tough saying goodbye to them because, having spent a lot of time with them, but also you don't know what lengths someone would go to if they would turn their own son into a monster and get them to kill your other child. So having them be spies or to be working against me was something that I couldn't risk, so I had to leave and I couldn't tell them anything.
I see with that. I know you mentioned your brother before, and what your father did is obviously unforgivable, but I am curious.
And correct me if I'm wrong. You haven't. If you've gone into this detail, feel free to stop me. I can't remember specifically.
What did your father exactly do to your brother to turn him into such a creature? A monster, you say? Is that in literal sense, or?
This is where my anxiety is like, I don't know exactly what to say because I don't know how much of what I talked about with Nano is different to what is happening. And what my perceptions are to what his perceptions are.
I didn't actually do anything different with this part, so you can.
Yeah, no, I wasn't sure if it would affect the, anything to do with her father's stuff, depending on.
No,
yeah.
not necessarily.
So I was like, I don't know.
Not necessarily. Everything that's happening now is driven from what I was given and how he is right now. So you can explain it however way your brain wants. It's not gonna change anything in the future. For what I have planned anyway.
The internal panic of me going, I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna mess everything up.
You literally can't. I wouldn't worry about it.
So her father was turned into an angel, and he exploded, and everyone's dead now. Did I mess anything up?
Yes. You forgot the number of wings.
Oh shit, 27.
27 wings. There you go.
Sorry, ignore my bad humor.
Do you want me to reiterate the question, Crystal?
That would probably be helpful.
Anyways, I was wondering, with your brother, was it more of a... You said he turned him into a monster, but I'm curious, is this more of a metaphorical sort of thing, or did he literally turn your brother into something?
He literally turned him into something.
Is it too much to ask to know? And again, if this is too painful, do not just say so, but do you have any idea what he did to him? Like, turned him into? I have a little experience of my home country with some sort of things like that.
I'm not really sure. After the situation happened and I had to kill my brother, I was filled with anger, and I went to my father's lab and just before I arrived, it blew up, and I was only able to salvage very few remnants of documentation and other things, and knowing what exactly happened is beyond me. But based on the recent talks about my blood, maybe something to do with his blood.
Elodie, do you mind if I ask you about your mother, perhaps?
Oh, what about her?
I'm just curious. He seems to be thinking the blood you and obviously what your brother had is important. And I cannot help but wonder if the blood, if it doesn't come from him, and perhaps the blood he is talking about came from your mother's side. What do you know of your mother's past?
She was strong, a great warrior. She ended up getting really sick and died. And after that, my father couldn't look at me. I looked too much like her and reminded him of her. And yeah.
I see. It is a horrible thing when things like that occur.
Junpei will just kind of nod his head and go,
Well, at least I know apparently you had got your talent for combat, though, eh?
She smiles.
Well, I have a feeling one way or the other this situation of yours will come to a head. As I've said before, and I will say 1,000 times, we will help you. And you will have to decide, though, if we come to blows with your father, you will have to decide what we do about that. We will follow your lead on this.
A tear runs down Helani's cheek and she smiles. Thank you, Junpei.
You are most welcome, Helani.
looks over, probably hears. I just imagine we can just hear this gentle snoring of Everin.
In any case, you have the right group of people to help you with these scenarios. Seems most of us seem to have plenty of dark past issues coming up. I can only imagine what is coming down the line.
Bum bum bum.
And I guess unless Helani has something to ask Jubei.
Not that my autistic brain can think of.
I guess we should make our perception checks.
I already did.
I have not made mine. Blind roll.
Yeah.
Perception.
Okay. I'll go ahead and show you guys his perceptions. After you guys talk, you sit for a moment and just kind of enjoy the sights and sounds of Central Osteria. The sun's coming up, or the sun has come up. A couple of people rouse from their tents as they let out a big stretch, and we will end it there.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll stop recording.